Hi, fifth grade. Happy Friday. This week, we have been doing a lot of reviewing for chapter 10 and volume, finding the volume of a prism, finding the volume of two prisms that are combined to make one irregular shape, and working with that vocabulary. Today's lesson is a vocabulary review for topic 10. I'm going to go over that vocabulary really quickly, remind you of your formulas, and then give you that assignment to do. Those of you that have your math book, it is the topic 10 vocabulary review on page 624. So we are going to start with our vocab review. So our first word is area. You can see that. The area is the size of a surface or is the amount of space inside a two-dimensional object. Area is written in units squared, okay? And units squared for that two-dimensional object. A two-dimensional object is like a square or a rectangle. They're flat. This piece of paper is a two-dimensional object, okay? Our next definition is a cube, and you can see I have one drawn down here, sorry. You can see that is a cube. This is a cube. A cube is a solid figure with 6 identical squares as its faces. They are all 9 by 9 on every side. They are identical, meaning they are all the same measurement. Cube. A unit cube is a cube that measures 1 unit along each edge. A Rubik's cube is made up of unit cubes. So if you look, there's 1, 2, 3 along the top edge. Those are unit cubes. Rubik's Cube has 9 unit cubes on this face, okay? A unit cube. Our next definition is formula. Formula is a rule that uses symbols to relate two or more quantities. So the formula for area is length times width. A formula for volume could be base times height or length times width times height. So remember, a formula is just the rule that uses those symbols. Volume. It is the number of cubic units needed to fill a solid figure. That is our length, our width times height. Cubic unit. A cubic unit is the volume of a cube that measures 1 unit along each edge. So when you multiply a box that is 3 times 3 inches times 3 inches in width times 3 inches in height, you get 9 cubic units or cubic inches. So it is the measurement, okay? Rectangular prism. I have 2 different ones drawn on our paper here. Whoops. It's backwards, so that's why I keep going. We have one that looks like a Kleenex box, one that looks like a cereal box. The rectangular prism is a solid figure with 6 rectangular faces or sides. The difference is between a rectangular prism and a cube is the rectangular prism, the sides are not all the same. They're not identical. Only a cube has 6 square identical sides. A rectangular prism could have 2 short sides and 4 long sides, or vice versa, okay? Our next word, area, I believe we already did. So we are back to the beginning of our flashcards. The next thing that I want to go over are 2 different formulas to make volume. Volume can be found by multiplying length times width times height, but volume can also equal base times height. Base times height is equal to finding the area of the bottom of whatever rectangular prism you are trying to find. So if we just say 3 units, along this bottom here, if you look, and then 3 units along this bottom. The length is 3 units. The width is 3 units. The base of this Rubik's Cube is 3 times 3, which is 9, okay? So it would be 9 times the height, which is 3 units. 9 is the base, times the height of 3 units is 27. I think I said it wrong earlier, and that's okay. So 27 units cubed is how you measure a Rubik's Cube. The length times width times height, it will come out to be the same measurement. 3 times 3 times 3 equals 27. All right, my friends, we are going to move on to just showing you that assignment. Hold on one moment. All right, my friends, I have brought up our vocabulary review paper. This is going to be your assignment. In the first section, 1 through 3, you are going to use a word from the word bank and answer those questions. I just went over those definitions, so if you need to go back in that video to be able to solve this, you can. And there is really no excuse to not get them right because I gave you the answers in the beginning of this video. Number 4, you are going to cross out the expressions that do not represent volume of a prism. There is more than one correct answer, so make sure that you are checking each one of these to represent the volume of this prism. Remember, volume can be found either 2 ways: length times width times height, or volume can equal base times height. The base can be found by finding the square right here, which means 12 times 5 would equal the area of this square, or the base of this rectangular prism. Base is going to equal length times width. So all of these equations, look at very carefully to make sure that you are picking, crossing off all of the ones that will not work and leaving all of the ones that will. For questions 5 through 7, you are matching the cube with the correct volume in column B. And number 8, it is giving you a word problem. You are finding the volume of 2 different boxes. It says one box measures 3 inches by 4 inches by 5. The second box is 4 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches. You will decide which box holds more. So you can label the first box A, 1 box, or box 1, and box 2 will be the second box. And you will tell me which one holds more and how you can decide that. That is your assignment. You can fill it out in the Google form below. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend. Remember that I do have office hours today at 9:30. If those office hours do not work for you, send me an email and I will meet up with you guys again if you need it. Have a great weekend. See you all on Monday or at lunch. Bye, guys.